For a number of years when we had been doing concerts, Red Star Express, like all bluegrass bands, always interjected some gospel bluegrass into our normal concerts. But it seemed we were getting a great response to that kind of music, and we were starting to perform shows that were also calling for more of that messaging. Bluegrass music, by and large, is music about death and destruction and all the tragedies that happen in people's lives. The gospel bluegrass that we do is on the other side of the spectrum. It has great messaging about hope and faith and the good things in people's lives that's available to them. We looked at the songs that we had been using in concert that were standards, I'll Fly Away and Keep on the Sunny Side, Will the Circle Be Unbroken, Amazing Grace, all very standard songs. But we knew we also needed to fill a few others in, and in doing so, we kind of looked to the songs that some of us were familiar with in our own faith.
I shall not be moved just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be.
I think the band's gotten a lot more serious about the music and putting together a show that's worth people's time and energy to attend. We started out largely playing Americana, not all bluegrass music, country western, different things like that. We still do a little bit of that mixture. When we undertook the Gospel Express project in 2008, we started more of a leaning toward, instead of just secular music, also doing Christian music as well. We found there was a call for that. We found there was an opportunity for that in our communities and among our audiences. And now we do a blend of both types of music. And again, we tailor our concert to the audience that we're performing for. And we found a real opportunity, I think, out there to share through bluegrass gospel a great message with people. And it's a message that resonates, that seems to bring the greatest crowds that we get to play for when they come to hear that great message and feel that inspiration of the word through the music. Newton Grass is sort of an excuse on our part to not play everything to the letter of bluegrass. We sort of take liberties with the music at times, you might say. And at concerts we often like to tell people, because we play Newton Grass, you might expect a song to sound a certain way, but Newton Grass is what you're going to get. It's our own version. First of all, we are not all Southern people. We only have one Southerner in the band, and bluegrass, by and large, is a Southern United States style of music. So we're Yankees trying to play music that grew up in the Confederacy, literally. We don't all sound like Southerners, and we don't necessarily all embrace that bluegrass style. So it's a bluegrass that we have evolved based on our talents, based on the gifts of the members in our group, and we figure that way we're not trying to shame the traditional bluegrass when we take on this title and show that it's maybe a little different. The Stanley Brothers tune, if you've seen the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, then you'll remember this tune from that.
My latest song is sinking fast. My race is nearly run.
That was one of the things, I guess I'm showing my Southern thing. He said there was only one Southern member of the band. That would be me. Actually, my family learned, we did shape note singing in the congregation that we were at, which a lot of people may have heard that from Sacred Harp singing and things of that nature, where we use the seven note shape note singing. I've been doing that, like I say, since I was knee-high. I did Grasshopper. My dad taught me, his dad before him.
We do have original songs on some of our previous albums. We have originals. Jerry Yost has written a number of songs. Eldon Klein, who's a member of the band, has written several songs. In our recent gospel recordings and concerts, we've even begun now to write some gospel songs that fit that genre. Our banjo player, Galen Hunt, has written a song for his wife, which beautiful song. You can ask him about that. It's well done. And so it's an opportunity for us to take what we've learned and take that messaging and bring it home to people.
Actually, I wrote a song for my wife. I don't know where it came from. Just messing around with the dojo one day, and there it was. And I'm like, you know what, that's pretty cool. And for some reason, it just, hey, this is Pat's. You know, this is her thing, you know. So that's about the only thing that I've actually written, and I love it. I love the heck out of it. You know, I think well, first time it was about maybe a month or so ago when she wasn't aware that I had done anything like that, and we was in another concert, and it was like, wow, that was cool. And then the problem is that's a bad thing with other people in the band, because like other members say, you know, said, yeah, your husband gave you a song. Now look what else am I gonna have to live up with, you know?
The Newton Grass CD was really a unique project because we went into the studio basically with the concert list that we had been playing for the last year, and we sat down, and unlike recording artists who would really spend enormous amounts of time knocking out this recording and making it perfect, we just went in and simply captured a performance in the studio, and it was really the list of the favorite songs of the people that we had playing at that time, giving everybody an opportunity to share some of, you know, those, like you say, nuggets that they enjoyed.